Good morning, everybody. How are you? Is everybody happy? Happy as well as safe at your homes. My dear students, myself Shuprasad sir from Shubrat Singh Children Academy. Students, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. My dear students, as today is Teachers' Day, many of the students, those who have given me their wishes, well wishes. So first of all, I would like to thank to all my dear students for your wishes. Let's start the today's lecture. Today, that is on 5th September 2020. Dear students, in our today's lecture of 11th Business Studies, as you know already that in 11th Business Studies, I have already started your chapter, that is Sources of Business Finance. In this chapter, Sources of Business Finance, in the last lecture, we had discussed about borrowed funds. You must have watched my video. I hope so. Dear students, so far in this chapter, that is Sources of Business Finance, what we have discussed in earlier videos, I am just summarizing my earlier videos. In the first video, we discussed about the meaning of business finance. There itself, we discuss about the definition of business finance, means meaning, definition and features we covered in the first video. In the second video, we discuss about owned funds or owner's fund. In owner's fund, we discuss about the main features of the owner's fund. It was my second video on this chapter, that is Sources of Business Finance. In the last video, that is in third video, we discuss about that borrowed funds. It was third video on the same chapter, that is Sources of Business Finance. And my dear students, as I told you that today is fourth video, and over here we are going to learn, first of all we will compare owner's fund as well as borrowed funds. Means a brief discussion will be there, which you say that in your style, that is distinguish between. Distinguish between, you know that distinguish between is also asked in exam. Either it is asked in exam or no. I would say that one must be clear that what is owner's fund and what is borrower's fund, or we can say what is owned fund and what is borrowed funds. Since I have finished already separate questions on it, I have finished the meaning of owner's fund, the features of owner's fund. I have finished about the borrowed funds. In the last video, we have discussed already the features of borrowed funds. That's why, as the concluding part, before starting this, which I have drawn in the board, before starting this, I would say that let's conclude the last two questions. I am concluding last two questions which you have learned in my earlier videos. The first one was the owner's fund and features. Second one was borrowed funds and its features. So these two separate questions you have already learned. I am concluding, I am summarizing these last two videos just now. How come it can be summarized? Now the question is how it can be summarized. I am going to summarize in distinguish between. Means distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds. You just go on listening. I have not written on the board the distinguish between, but I will mention heading or the basis, which you say that points, and we will discuss it and we will cover it. Okay, so let's start the distinguish between. Let's start the distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds, which is called as owner's fund as well as borrower's fund. Once again, I am saying that I have not written on the board the distinguish between. You will have to listen the basis, which you call the point, and then discussion. This will be discussed later on, which you are seeing on the board. Anyway, the first basis, the first point of the distinguish between owner's fund and borrower's fund. Number one is meaning. We have already learned the meaning. I would be reminding you people that first of all meaning. Now the question is, what is mean by owned funds and what is mean by borrowed funds? Very simple explanation. Owned funds or owner's fund are such funds which are contributed by the owners of the company. Owned funds or owners funds are such funds which are contributed by the owners of the company. Now you think that who are the owners of the company? Shareholders are the owners of the company. So either you explain like this, that owned funds are such funds which are contributed by owners, that is called as owned fund, or the same sentence can be framed like this, that the capital which is contributed by shareholders, the capital which is contributed by shareholders, that is called as owned funds. Now the second one is borrowed funds. What is borrowed funds? Borrowed funds refers to borrowings of the company. Borrowed funds refers to borrowings of the company, or we can say that the funds which are raised by issuing debentures and the funds which are raised by banks and financial institutions, banks and financial institutions as a loan, that is called as borrowed funds. Or just if you want the answer in one sentence, that what is borrowed funds? Borrowed funds means loan funds. Borrowed funds means loan funds or credit funds, or more that simplification if you want, I am simplifying more of it. The funds which are not owned funds, they are called as borrowed funds. This much simple. The funds which are not owned funds, they are borrowed funds. So I would say that meaning, you must have understood that what is the meaning of owned funds and borrowed funds. My dear students, over here I have finished the first point, that is the first basis of our distinguish between. Don't forget that what we are learning. We are learning the distinguish between owner's fund and borrower's fund, or owned funds and borrowed funds, and first basis. Yes, my dear students, as we are discussing the distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds, and we have already covered the first basis of our discussion is meaning. Now the second basis of our discussion is time period. My dear students, we have already covered this one in the features of owned funds and features of borrowed funds. Time period, we know very well that in case of owned funds, their nature is permanent. What is that? They are permanent in nature. Means what? Once owned funds are raised, they are not redeemed. They are not redeemed, or they are not refunded during the lifetime of the company. What does this mean? It means that once you have invested your money in shares, then company will not redeem it. Company will not refund you until till the company is in running period. It will be refunded only at the time of winding up of the company. Throughout the life of the company, your invested amount will remain with the company itself. And what about in case of borrowed funds? Borrowed funds, their nature is fixed. Means what? Borrowed funds are raised according to requirements of the company. Borrowed funds are raised according to requirements of the company, either short-term basis for short-term period, or for medium-term period, or for long-term period they are raised. So what is conclusion? Conclusion is that in case of owned funds, they are permanent in nature, and in case of borrowed funds, there is fixed time. They are raised for fixed period of time. Okay. The third basis of our discussion is security. So no security is offered. No security is offered in case of owned funds. What does this mean? It means that if the company is unable to repay your invested amount, say for example, you have purchased shares. You have purchased shares of any company, and that company is winding up. So you don't have any right to recover your invested amount on the basis of that selling of assets of the company. You don't have such security, don't have such rights. But in case of borrowed funds, say for example secured debentures, or the loan raised by the company from banks and financial institutions. So secured debentures are secured against the fixed assets of the company, as well as whenever bank or financial institutions grant a loan to anybody, not only to company, to anybody, they offer loans or they grant a loan only against the security. So that creditor has every right to sell the security, and they can recover the invested amount. So what is conclusion? Conclusion is that in case of owned funds, no sort of security. In case of borrowed funds, there is a security that the creditor can recover the principal amount or principal amount plus interest. Next basis is sources. Before sources, we will discuss about the control. Control is also one of the bases of distinguish between. My dear friends, once again I would like to remind you that what we are discussing. We are discussing distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds. Till now we have discussed meaning, the first basis of distinguish between. Then we discussed about time period, and then third one we discussed security. Like these 3 points, or we can say that 3 bases of distinguish between we have discussed till now. Now the fourth basis of distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds. First one, first of all, in case of owned funds, our point is control. Owned funds, that is funds which are provided by owners of the company. And you know who are owners of the company. Shareholders are the owners of the company. So we can write it like that under the heading owned funds, and the basis is control. What we can write? That shareholders enjoy the control over the company. How they enjoy control over the company? How they execute this right? They appoint board of directors. They appoint board of directors. Actually, shareholders or the owners, they do not participate in management. We have already learned this. But they appoint their representatives to look after the management of the company. And who are the representatives? Board of directors are the representatives. So what is conclusion? Conclusion is that shareholders enjoy control over the company. If you talk about that borrowed funds, so borrowed fund holders or the providers of the borrowed funds, say for example debenture holders or banks or financial institutions, they don't enjoy any control over the company. They don't enjoy any control over the company. No doubt they are offered securities, and against that security they have offered loan to the company, but it does not mean that they can control the affairs of the company. Next, that basis of discussion of distinguish between is sources. So my dear students, you might be thinking that sir is discussing distinguish between than what he has written on the board. So now the need of board has arisen. Attend here everybody. Once again I would like to draw your attention towards board. On the board I have written over here sources of raising finance. Sources of raising finance on the basis of ownership. Sources of raising finance on the basis of ownership. Dear students, I have drawn chart over here. So you look at the chart. I am giving you time to read the chart. You just listen my voice and look at the chart. At the top I have written sources of raising finance. You look at the board. Sources of raising finance. Then below that I have written on the basis of ownership. Then I classified it over here. Left hand side owners of fund and right hand side borrowed funds. So sources of raising finance on the basis of ownership, the classified as owners fund as and borrowed funds. These are the sources of raising owners fund, that is equity shares. Means company can issue equity shares and company can raise owners fund. Company can issue preference shares, and by issuing preference shares the company can raise owners fund. The company can utilize its retained earnings and the company can raise owners fund. What is this retained earnings? Retained earnings means the profit left over. The profit left over means what? Which was not distributed as dividend to the shareholders, or through GDR it can be raised. What is GDR? Global Depository Receipt. Through ADR it can be raised. What is ADR? American Depository Receipt. Or IDR. What is IDR? Indian Depository Receipt. So these were the sources. This left side, it is sources of raising owners fund, and to over here at right hand side the sources of raising borrowed funds. First one is debentures. The company can issue debentures. Loan from financial institutions or banks. Loan from commercial bank. Loan from financial banks or loan from commercial banks. public deposits. The company can accept public deposits. Trade credit and ICD. My dear students, now in the coming lectures we will discuss it in detail. You will get the separate questions on this. Separate question on equity shares, separate question on preference shares, separate questions on retained earning, separate question you will get on GDR, ADR and IDR. Over here also you will get separate question in this chapter. Debentures, separate question you have to learn. Means it is the entire criteria, it is entire view of your chapter that what you are going to learn ahead. What you are going to learn ahead in this chapter. You have to learn about the sources of owner's fund as well as you have to learn about sources of borrowed funds. Anyway, dear students, I was discussing the distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds. So far we have discussed meaning, first basis, time period, second basis, third basis we have discussed security, fourth one control we have discussed, fifth one we discussed security, sources, just now I have finished the sources. Next basis, it is second last basis of distinguish between right to return. My dear students, we know that shareholders get dividend as a return. Shareholders get a return. That return which shareholders get, it is called as dividend. These things already I have told you while teaching the features of owned funds. It is called return on shares. Suppose you have purchased shares, so what you will get as a return on your investment, that is dividend. Dividend is nothing but return on shares. So it is no doubt shareholders get dividend as return on shares. If you ask that what is dividend, then dividend is nothing but part of profit. Suppose the company has earned certain profit at the year end. So out of this profit, net profit, certain part of profit will be set aside, which is called as retained earnings. I told you over here. And whatever is balance profit, that will be distributed among shareholders. It means what? Each and every shareholder get part of profit. That part of profit is nothing but his return on shares. It is called as dividend. But my dear students, if we talk about right, then shareholders, they do not enjoy such right that every year they will receive the return on their investment. But if we talk about that borrowed funds, so say for example debenture holders or the bank which has provided loan, or all are these sources. Suppose the company has utilized any source or all the sources for raising the borrowed funds, so all the creditors, they get interest, fixed rate of interest as return on their investment, that is loan. Dear students, in case of borrowed funds, the creditors have right to receive a return on their investment. So what is the conclusion? What was the basis of distinguish between? The basis of distinguish between was right to return. In case of students, as I was talking about right to return, then I told you that in case of shareholders, they don't enjoy such a right to receive dividend that is return on their investment every year. But in case of borrowed funds, they have right to receive interest, the fixed rate of interest every year. The last basis of our discussion is risk bearer. Risk bearer. It is the last basis of our distinguish between. If we talk about that, who are the risk bearers of the company, then owners fund or those who have the contributed owned funds, they are risk bearers. But in case of that borrowed funds, they are not the real risk bearers. Why so? Because in case of return, just now we discussed that they will get a return every year, no guarantee. The second one is that at the time of winding up of the company, their principal amount will be returned to them, no guarantee, no such securities offered to them. But in case of borrowed funds, they enjoy the security that they will get returned their principal amount, as well as the guarantee of that they will receive a fixed rate of interest every year. So like this, today we discussed the distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds, as well as in this discussion I have covered this chart also. The chart is, what does this chart showing us? It is showing us the sources of raising finance on the basis of ownership. Already I have discussed, as well as I told you that now in this chapter we have to learn all these things which is mentioned in the chart itself. Dear students, today over here we will stop now. I would like to stop over here. In the next video, we will learn about the sources of owners fund, and in that first one we will start equity shares. So till then, goodbye, and thank you very much for kind cooperation. That's all for the day. Enjoy yourself.